Okay, so fingers crossed, we are now live. We have just had some problems, we've had to restart, and hopefully you guys can hear us. So first of all, before we go any further, give us a thumbs up if you can hear us, because we are having a few technical issues with our very lame iPhone camera setup when we need proper cameras and microphones and switcherboards and
one
stuff.
day.
One day.
One day.
Let's have a look. Are we live?
Oh,
it looks like we're live now. Yeah, it's done it. Yay, we are live.
We're
Okay, thank God for that. Right, okay, yeah, so we did have a few problems earlier, guys. So, yep, hello, and sound is okay. Whew, right,
wonderful.
Okay. We've just set this all up, and my phone, I've been away in Florida for the Genie convention for the week, and when I was out there, my phone was screwed. I couldn't answer phones, I couldn't make phone calls, and I had to wait till I got back here to reset it all. So we just tried it a minute ago, thinking my phone was okay, but it's not. So we're on Jason's phone now. Hopefully this is all going to go well. Oh, hello, Bobo. Bobo's been chasing people. Who was that just come in?
Chris.
Chris who?
I'm not sure.
Oh, somebody came in and Bobo chased them out. So,
I can't remember everybody's surname.
Come here, then.
She's legging it.
Come here.
Yeah, unfortunately, fortunately, I suppose Bobo was returned because we sold Bobo last week. I don't know if you remember.
Bobo, yeah.
I'm sorry about that. We had a bit of a fight. Dave lost, and somebody brought it back.
Seriously, I gave Bobo somebody to look after, and somebody who looks after parrots anyway, and. A week away from me, she got so attached to him. I went to get her back, and she didn't want to know. She bit me. I put her on my shoulder. She flew back. Just parrots aren't like dogs. Dogs get really happy to see you when you're away. Parrots are like, where the hell have you been? So it's taken 2 or 3 days for her to forgive me, and she's still going mad now.
She's still running away.
So anyway, right. So yeah, first live back from America, and Genie convention was really good, by the way. We had a lot of fun out there. I didn't do too well sales-wise. The average age was quite a lot older than a lot of the stuff we sell. We catered more for professionals and the youngsters, where I think the average age group was about 70 out in Genie. So a lot of our stuff didn't go down so well, but we had a really good time anyway. So yeah, it was fun. So these guys did a good job on the live while I was away. I did watch it, and yeah, so well done on that. Cash as well. And Cash is behind the camera today, by the way. Have a wave, Cash. There we go. And there we go. So yeah, I got back Wednesday. I'm still jet lagged. I'm still tired. There's been so much going on that I have no idea what we're going to talk about today. So I've left it all to Jason and Cash, and hopefully you've got some stuff here, questions, and you've organised it all for me, because I'm useless. I'm useless this week. So,
there's a little bit in.
Right, well, let's say the initial hellos. Who's first on there? Robert. Robert's one of the first up there. So hello, Robert. Brian Robson. All the usuals. Barry.
That's a delay on that.
There's a long delay between what I'm seeing and what you're seeing. So as I'm reading them out, I just see Cash's face just pop up and go down and go, oh, hello, Bobo. You decided to join us now, have you? Okay.
Hey, Bobo.
Right, so, thank you for letting us know the sound is good. Ottar, hello. Good to see you live. I know you've missed a few recently. So, right, okay. What's going on? Afternoon, Ben Allen, Jake Allen, Simon Keane, all the usuals. Hello, guys. Thank you, as always, for joining us. Hi from Tampa, Florida, Frank. Yeah, hello, Frank. Were you at Genie, Frank? Did we see each other? I don't know, but if we did, hello again. Oh, hello, madam. Right, I missed the Florida weather. It was so nice out there. It was just gorgeous. Rained every now and again, but it cleaned up, and it was just lovely out there. So
delightful.
Graham Weather says, afternoon, gents. Thank you for the great service again this week. You're most welcome, Graham.
Thanks, Graham.
That's these guys, not me, because I wasn't here. Andy Tingley, hello. Robert says, hope you got your socks on. Socks? Yep, they're here. Are we talking about these today, or did you talk about them last week?
Well, no, we can talk about them. We've not, just because it's been so busy, we've not had time to learn the routine. It's pretty self-explanatory.
We were really late on the ball, so there was a bit of a mix-up when these were ordered. We were under the impression we'd reserved a whole load of them for you guys when they first came out, and when the shipment was meant to come, the box was empty, there wasn't any in there, and it turns out that there's been a mix-up with the emails, and somehow they didn't see our email, and by the time we said, can we have more, they were sold out worldwide. So it's what, a month later now? Maybe even 2 months? Yeah, probably 2 months later after we finally got them in. So,
and they've sold out again.
I sold that again. Oh God, we missed the ball on that one. So we do
got
have
12 in.
12. Oh, that's not a bad number. So, okay.
Whether we
hang on, they're sold out worldwide. Cash, double the price. They've just gone up 200%. There you go. Right.
That's per sock now.
We wouldn't do that to you, would we?
Price per sock.
Hello.
Yeah, but it's good. It's a good routine. It's not the way I'd perform it. I would have the revelation of the sock at the end of the trick rather than halfway through, because that's the kicker, literally. And Yeah, we'll do it next week. It's basically you've got 2 decks of cards with different socks. You go through the decks of cards. You show that the pairs of socks are all different. You get a spectator to choose one from stack 1, one from stack 2. They keep them secret. You go through all the cards. You click over the cards, and then all of the pairs match. And you go, well, if all these match, then yours will match. And one person has a green sock, one person has a purple sock, and you go, oh, that's a shame. And then you show the socks on your feet, and they match the ones that they've chosen. So yeah, it's a good routine for the right person, for the right performer. Yeah, but the guy on the download, I can't remember. Really sorry, I can't remember the guy's name. He shows the socks halfway through the trick and then makes the cards match, which to me is a bit of an anticlimax. But we'll perform it for you. Cash was desperate to perform it, but I wouldn't let him put the socks on his feet. None of you are going to want Cash's dirty socks.
We smell the feet in the air.
Right, Ottar has said, oh, where is it? I've lost it now. He says, what's with the no beard filter on your phone? To you, Jason.
It's probably because you
what's with the no beard filter on your phone?
Probably because I was busy last week and just didn't.
Oh, hang on,
shave.
no, I think I know what it is. Right, okay, so we're on your phone this week, and not my phone, and looking at that, it does look like you've not got a beard. Have you trimmed it a bit more?
Massively. I look like old Father Time last
right,
week.
Okay, Otto, you can't see, but he has actually got a beard. It's just
not as much as last week. Last week
it's about kind of that long, but it's a stubbly beard. It kind of merges into his face.
Yeah.
I can see on here now. I don't know whether it's your phone or mine. Maybe because you're using yours instead of mine. They thought it was different. Yeah,
I did shave. I mean, it was Richard Attenborough-esque last week.
Yeah, he's got a beard. Yeah. So
I'm getting it ready for.
I've got hair.
24th.
I've got hair at the moment.
Massive. Yeah, I mean,
it's a big afro. The
like
filter
Davis.
on your phone's just taken it off.
You look like a veritable Jonathan Creek at the minute. Yeah.
Right, okay, let's crack on with the questions on here. So, Mikkel from Denmark says hello in Copenhagen. Hello, Mikkel.
Hello, Mikkel.
Andy Tigley says, just missed you at the roadshow, Dave. Loosely said I missed you by minutes. Yeah, I only hung around a little while. I had so much to get ready with because we were leaving for Florida the next day. So I kind of left early to go and get things sorted out. I was there with Mike, and Mike left shortly after me as well. He was the one I spent the time with in Florida. But I heard it was a really good roadshow, and apparently the Lysander floating table was amazing when he made it vanish. So I've just seen a video of that. Scott Farrington, hello mate, how are you? Haven't been in for a while. He says, hi guys, happy Friday. I'm having my first paid gig next month for a company Christmas do. Good effort mate, good effort. I know you had a few gigs recently, but I guess they weren't paid. Anyway, what are the best gags for the hecklers and the a-holes? Ha ha. You already have your bullshit repellent. Any other good ones? Well, I don't know if you remember The Nun, Scott, if you ever watched The Nun. I'm pretty sure you've seen it in the past. That's a good one. Heckler stoppers.
Something like one of the
little bird is another good one.
Yeah.
You've actually seen the little bird. If not, come in the shop, mate. Whenever you're in next, and we'll go through the whole load of them.
Jordan
with you,
O'Grady's got some nice stuff, hasn't he, as well? With the
whistleblower.
If you want to cover him in talcum powder.
We've got the new Jerry O'Connell levitation device, which has just arrived. Well, it arrived when I was away. It's in a box. I haven't even unpacked it yet, but that's going to be quite a fun little heckler stopper. If you don't know, the levitator by Jerry was out about 20 odd years ago, and I don't know if he discontinued it or it just faded away or whatever, but it hasn't been available for a good 15 or so years. So we managed to find somebody who had one of the original ones, and we've got the leather guys to recreate it. So that's going to be fun if you know what it is. Frankie Valenti says, I did not make it to Genie. Hope you have fun. Yeah, Frankie, I did have fun. I was just saying, actually, it wasn't a very profitable convention for us. I mean, we did about the same in the entire convention as we did in One Day Magic Live. The age group was just a lot older than Magic Live, and our stuff like the throwing hammers and all the gags and stuff we do which go well with the younger group just weren't selling out there. I guess Florida is kind of the retirement central of the US, isn't it?
I think if and when you go back though, now you know that you'll pitch what you bring.
Totally, yeah, no. If I go back again, I will take a completely different set of effects. You know, I won't bring the usual stuff. I will bring packet tricks and stuff that people can take away and do that night with big fat thumbs. Because a lot of the older people they struggle with the sleight of hand and they just want something really easy.
That can perform, yeah.
But Mike did really well. A lot of people were buying Mike stuff because all the older age group, they all knew Wayne Dobson.
Yeah.
And it was like, oh, Wayne stand. Okay, I'll have one of those. Didn't even want to know what they were. It's just Wayne Dobson stuff. They know they're going to love it. Whatever Wayne does come up with is usually very clever and very easy to do as well. So, yeah, Mike did really well.
What was your highlight and low light then of the whole thing? I think I can guess your low light.
I didn't get to see, I didn't get to see any lectures or anything like that. So as far as the convention was concerned, there wasn't really any highs or lows. I mean, it was a real problem because there was so little time for the customers to come into the dealer hall. They were all watching lectures, so every time you see a wave of people coming in, they suddenly stopped and went back out again as the lecture started. But the highlights of the convention were definitely going to all the rides. So we went to the Universal Studios and a couple of the other ones, and then we were in a really nice hotel on a big lake. That's a fishing lake, so we went and bought a couple of $20 rods and went bass fishing every day. Well, I went every day. Mike joined me a couple of times. So yeah, I saw every sunrise and every sunset fishing, which was amazing because I used to love fishing years ago and haven't been for a long time. So anyway, people want to hear about magic. They want to hear about holidays and conventions. Right, let's crack down here really quickly. So, any good shops to visit in Florida? I don't know, Brian. We didn't really do any shopping. Just went to the convention and back to the hotel most days. Roy says, I've been anarchy and wild pies in the shop since you've been away, Dave. Okay.
We've just managed to clean up in time.
And he says, had an injection, Dave. Oh yeah, no, I was intravenously playing with slush powder earlier just to see how it works in your veins. I feel really thirsty now, actually. Yeah, so I can take it off now.
Don't even joke with me about slush powder. Thank you.
No, give him ideas.
No, I just had a blood test. That was all.
Slush powder.
Yeah. What was it?
Slush powder in any orifice is not good,
especially in your eye.
So, if you don't know, by the way, one of the things we're working on is a great idea by Jason and Luke. Sorry, yeah, Luke O'Neill used to work here. Is to make slush powder tablets. We're hoping to be the first to do it. We've been working on this for what, 2 months now?
Yeah,
about 2 months. We're getting somewhere. We've made a few prototypes that are really good. They're going to be little disc shapes. So the problem with slush powder is you've got to pour it in a cup ideally first. You can pour it in afterwards, but it's a bit difficult. And then you pour the water in. But when you do that, as far as anyone knows, you've got a sponge in there. Okay, so I mean, I used to play around with slush powder in a thumb tip, and I'd kind of have a cup there and take it off and do it. It wasn't very easy though. So you guys had the idea of making a tablet that you can palm. So it'll be about the size of maybe 2 or 3 poker chips stacked on top of each other. So you can palm it. You can have the cup examined, pour the water in, then as you pick up and move the cup, you just drop the.
Well, yeah, I mean,
genius.
Luke and I is probably the one thing that we would buy indefinitely. Like I said, when someone said, if you've got a tenner to spend, what do you buy? And I said, I'll just buy as much slush powder as I can, because my routine, as I explained last week, is like a roulette where I'm mixing them, and just that action of mixing them, going from there to there, I'm dropping the necessary into the cup. And I do it in kids shows, and it would be so nice to just throw the cups out beforehand and go, just everybody look at them, because I'm sick of you saying there's a sponge in there.
Yeah, we've spent
well, yeah, no, I mean, it's if it works, it will be revolutionary.
Yeah, we spent a fortune on pharmaceutical tablet making equipment and powders, and you have no idea how much pharmaceutical stuff is. It's ridiculous. So, is that a delivery, Cash?
Aye.
Just going to put that, mate, just in case. Right, okay, so let's get on with the show. I heard you were going to sell everything cheap in the shop while I was away. No, gone through that one. Magic shops Brian was on about. Yeah, I didn't see any magic shops out there, but I'm sure there will be. Just didn't get a chance to do much, Brian. So Ben Allen says, when will you get the half-inch chop cut balls? They've been out of stock for ages. When will you get the half-inch ones? Half-inch ones? Half-inch ones? Oh, are you on about the 0.7-inch ones, Ben? If you are, we have some in stock. The problem is, they come from China. If this is what you're on about, they come from China, if it's the PropDog ones. And the crochet around them, on the ones we be getting, we buy like 50 at a time. The crochet around them is really badly done. There's big gaps in it where you can see like the ball underneath it through. So every time we do a Chinese order, we buy a load. Hopefully they're going to be good, and so far they're not. It's just, I mean, most of them get thrown away. It's a real lucky.
They're the biggest nightmare, aren't they?
We have loads of other ones that Sharon over at Five Hearts makes for us, and they're really good. But you can't adjust the magnet like you can with ours, if that's what you're on about. Ottar says the PropDog deck bomb is also a good one. Yes, Scott. If you haven't seen our PropDog deck bomb, check out the. Just Google PropDog deck bomb, and you'll see Ottar's demonstration of the one we sent.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Very funny. Hello, Kevin Peel. He says hi all. Michael Cooley says, have you had the Tommy Children stuff yet?
No. We're waiting. We've just had a customs charge raised. Hopefully that will be sorted, and then chill out, Bobo. God. She's desperate for that Tommy James order.
Yeah.
So yeah, hopefully next week.
Okay, Michael Brimmer says good afternoon. Hello. Tan Tago Galerido says, hi guys, just got my order today, that was quick, awesome, I'm in Norway. You're most welcome, Tantan, glad you got it so quick, in Norway.
No way.
Oh, what?
No way.
I'm just saying no
Oh,
way.
no way, no way, no way, no way, yeah, no way. Rick Egdal, hello buddy, how are you?
Schedule.
Come and say hello again at some point, Rick. We still need your advice on getting this whole setup here. We've got this ridiculous setup on the camera and the computer. We need to get all set up properly, Rick, and I know you are the expert and you're going to help us out. So, yeah, we need to hire you to come in for an afternoon to be our advisor and get all this set up. Right, Otto said, speaking of slush powder, Jason said he could do slush powder routine sometime live.
Yeah.
Do you want to do it now? Or
No.
today?
Have we got any paper cups?
Yeah, I've got some downstairs. Got some
Oh, right, yeah, I'll definitely
Cash,
do
have
that.
you got to say, oh, they're clear cups, so they've got to be
I
non-clear,
just need
haven't they?
paper cups, yeah.
We got the paper the big Coke ones downstairs. Will they be any good?
if they're trans.
Cash, pop downstairs, see Mel, and see if you can get 3 cups.
Yeah.
3 cups that are not clear. So paper cups, like the Coca-Cola ones we got. They're quite tall, but they should work. Okay. See, this is the beauty of live. You don't get this on pre-recorded shows. We just do whatever anyone wants on here. So, ooh, right. Except with exceptions, we won't do certain things, and we won't strip off. So, just making sure you know that we don't do anything.
Did you watch last week's show?
That's what I missed.
Yeah.
It went blank.
It did.
Camera couldn't handle it. Yeah. We were talking earlier about nude playing cards, and if you've ever seen the movie Calendar Girls, when they all make a new calendar, I was saying that PropDog should have a nude deck of cards where we all get nude and pose in different things. You know, you guys would love that, wouldn't you?
Do it at the weekend when Mike and Luke are here.
Nice to see me back. Cash doesn't do it as good on camera. Yeah, Rick says nice to see my back. Yeah, there's my back.
Yeah.
Hey, boom,
Yeah.
boom. Right, okay. Scott says, thanks guys. Sorry I haven't been in so busy. We'll be in soon. Forgot all about the nun. We'll probably get that soon in a few weeks. Yeah.
Let's have a look.
That's perfect, I think. Right, Andrew Vaughan says, do we sell mini Rubik's Cube stickers? Unfortunately not, Andrew. We only sell the regular Rubik's Cube sticker size. Tan says, can you show Mind to Matter by Rick Lax or Mind Power Deck by John Kennedy? I once came up with a really good deck of cards which I thought was completely my own, really original, and then I spent a fortune getting them all handmade, and I called it the Guesstimation Deck. And I fooled a lot of magicians at Blackpool that one year, and just before release I suddenly find out that it's almost identical to the Mind Power deck, but with less repeats than that, which is a real shame because it was a killer and I spent a lot of money on it. But yeah, we've got a Mind Power deck somewhere. We've only got it in Phoenix though, I believe. I think we're out of stock worldwide in Bicycle. Cash, can you have a look in the card shark drawer, see if you can find a Mind Power deck. Hopefully we can open that without ruining the packaging. And also if you can find Rick Lax Mind to Matter as well, if we could find that, and then we'll open that up for Tantan and have a look, see what's in it. Right, Louise, hello Louise. Yeah, slush tablets would be great for my Frozen theme show. We're working on it, Louise. Yeah, we are getting somewhere.
Let it go.
What?
Let it go.
Let it go. Let it go. Darren, hello mate. We finished your ropes today, so we tumble dried them. They're all not stretched anymore. They're all cut and finished to exactly the right length. We posted them this afternoon, so you should get them tomorrow, mate. So hopefully that will be it. In future, we're going to tumble dry all rope before we cut it. If you don't know, by the way, guys, sometimes we make we make Professor Nightmare ropes, but sometimes if the people who did the spools, hang on a minute, so they come on big old spools like this, there, and those spools, when they've been making them, they have, for some reason, been winding the rope on really, really tight. And we've taken it off, we've cut them all to length, and then the customers have got them and they've shrunk down, they're not the right length. So if you have received any Professor Nightmare ropes from us and they're not the right length, let us know, we'll redo them and send them back out to you free of charge, no questions asked. It's just we didn't realise they were perfect when we left, but by the time they get to you, something happens and they just shrink down a little bit. So I now take it down, put it in the tumble dryer for an hour or so, and that gets it all right. So, okay, I'm waffling again, so I shall move on quickly. Roy says, Dave, do you print t-shirts? Roy, we don't, unfortunately, my friend. No, we get all our t-shirts done by another company. These are embroidered. We have a heat press machine which in theory can make them, but we don't have the sublimation printer we need to actually make them all. But if you have a t-shirt and you have a sublimation print, we can heat press it for you. But other than that, no, we don't. We use a company called Workwear Express, so they do printing and they're quite good value as well. Right. Andrew Vaughan, I have an idea for a trick, but I need wallets making. Do you have any recommendations? Yes, right. So we can produce wallets for you, but because we took over the business from Jerry when his Alzheimer's got really bad, but we don't have any leather making skills as such. So for example, I'm trying to develop a wallet at the moment, and I'm making it out of duct tape. And once I've made it out of duct tape and it works, I'm then going to send it to the guys that Jerry used to make his wallets in India, and they will then reverse engineer that and make a good proper wallet out of it. If it needs any adjustments, I'll see after the prototype. But the best thing to do is leather makers have forums just like us magic guys do. So we have, you know, the Magic Cafe, Magic Bunny, the internet so the Facebook forums. Leather makers do the same. And if you find one of those forums and go on it and just put a post on there, say, hi guys, I'm a magician, I have something I want making, anyone willing to help? And a lot of these people are hobbyists, they do it as a hobby, so they'll relish the challenge at making a wallet for a magician. I mean, that's amazing for them. So yeah, do that, have a word, see if they can make something, and you can work with them then. Maybe if you're any good, you can, with some arts and crafts, you can maybe make a duct tape version like I did and send that to them, or just arrange a meeting. And then once you have a wallet, one single wallet, if you want to get it mass produced, come and see us and we'll send it off to the guys that make the Jerry O'Connor wallets for us, and we'll get them all produced. Failing that, there are other people out there like Alan Wong, will get them produced. It's a little bit more expensive. You've got Tony Miller in the US, he's a very good leather maker as well. He will arrange to get them mass produced, but we'll do you a good deal, and it'll be the same high quality as the wallets that Jerry produced. When Jerry got them produced in India, he wanted a really high standard, so he went across to India, he spent about a month over there, he toured loads and loads of factories, got them all to make wallets, and he found the very best quality with the people that understood his requirements the best, and that's the company that we use. So yeah, so that is what we can do for you. Hope that helps. Sorry for everyone else about waffling on about stuff that you're probably not interested in, but there we go. Dance, so Brian, yes, we do anything you want, so we do a little dance for you there. See anything you want within reason. That's my dancing skills. Right, okay, so next, Andy Tigley says, Jason flashed when doing stasis, laugh out loud, it was funny. Jason, sorry, Jason, where is he?
He's run to go sort out.
Oh, Jason disappeared.
That kind of thing.
Shame, he disappeared with shame, that's it. Right, which one is stasis, which one's that?
Stasis is balance anything on a borrowed card.
Oh, that one. Oh, yeah, he moved that, didn't he? I saw that on the live, yeah. It's a lot better when you perform properly. I've not performed it myself, I've not even seen it, but I've seen the trailer and I've seen other people doing a behind the scenes reveal of what it is and how to use it. And yeah, you can do a lot more than Jason did on it, but still very, very good. And the problem is, with us guys here, we won't get a chance to fully practice it before showing you, unless we decide to put it on our own act and we practiced it for maybe, you know, 3 or 4 hours a day for a week. Then we're never going to be able to dem things perfectly. I mean, there's only so much limit, you know. With most movements that you know and do on a regular basis, we can kind of cuff a lot of things like double lifts and you know, control cards, whatever, you know, mercury folds. We can do all that stuff, no problem at all. But when it comes to moves that we're not used to, then give them a bit of leeway. They're only young, bless them. They can't all be as clever and handsome and good as me. See you later, guys. Take care. Right. Michael Brimmer. I have a slush booklet called Magic Tricks for Slush Powder by Raw Magic. Might have some ideas for slush users out there. Yeah, that's a good book. I think we have that somewhere. I think we might even sell it.
We do.
We do. There we go. Yeah, thank you, guys. Good book. Right. Oh, nice product behind the screen. Are you on about this, Michael Hood? If it is, yes, that is the only thing behind the screen, I think. Oh no, we've got some cards down there as well. I don't know what you can see on the camera.
Oh yeah, we can talk about the cards.
I know you can
as
only
well.
see the socks. Yeah. We'll get those around. We'll talk about these in a minute. I'll bring these over. Some new decks of
Got some
cards.
Halloween.
There we go. Can you hear us?
1 2 1 2. Testing.
Mic check. 1 2 1 2.
How are we doing now?
Give us a quick thumbs up, anyone, if you can hear us. That's yay! Otar said yay, so we'll take that as a yes.
Right, we're back in the room.
There we go. We're starting to get thumbs. We're good. We're good.
Something, yay, but don't pick the
Yeah, they can hear us. We're good.
Well, I'm still seeing the old one here by the looks of things, I think. We know.
No, this is
Okay.
it. This is live now.
Oh, so the comments gone on. Right. Oh no, this is new comments. Right.
Yeah,
Sorry about that, guys. Right. So looks like I'm not the only person having problems with my phone. It turned out I was speaking to Jamie Raven last night. He's having problems with this phone. You having problems with yours?
Oh,
all since this new update has come on.
It's rubbish.
So everyone's having problems. So yeah, I don't know what went wrong there, but good that you can hear us. Yeah, fingers crossed. Right. So guys, I don't know what I was saying last when the sound went. So let's start. If you've asked questions, let's start questions again from when I went quiet. And if there was something I was talking about that I cut off and you want to hear more about it, let us know. Otherwise, we'll just crack on from here. So yeah,
We're back.
amateur
Crack
setups.
Straight on with. Anyways, as I was saying,
One day
why
we'll
does
have
the
Alex's
stream
answer.
smell like KFC today?
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah, that's what we
KFC,
were on.
yeah.
So yeah, KFC. We did have. Well, you guys had KFC. I had fish and
Yeah.
chips. There we are. My dart went out the window.
PropDog Friday,
Right,
everybody.
so fingers crossed we're back on rocking and rolling. And if I haven't answered your questions, then please do ask them again.
Yeah, we've got lots of questions. I'm conscious of time now. We've got to
Roy
start.
said never had these same problems last week. Start again from the beginning. Good
Well done,
afternoon,
Roy.
gentlemen. Hello, Darren Snell. Hi, mate. How are you? Tony, Antonu. Anyway, as I was saying, why did we covered that already. Roy Brandler, I'm after reflective T-shirts, Dave. Yeah, I tried Workwear Express. I'm pretty sure they'll be able to do them for you. That's that. Right, I have friends. That's a Facebook message. Anyone need help with leather work and PM me? Yeah, thank you, Alan. There we go, guys. You can see Alan Rawlinson. Yeah, right, okay. Well, while you guys are posting your questions that you asked before, again, sorry about that. Let's get on with some of these. So, right, Lucas. Should we start with Lucas?
Yeah, that was the start, I believe.
Yeah.
Any Halloween and Christmas magic?
Halloween and Christmas magic recommendations.
I mean, we've talked about this the last few weeks in terms of proper magic, in terms of adult magic.
Talk about the evil last week.
We did, yes.
We
It
did.
literally scared the life out of me.
We have a whole section on Halloween magic.
Yeah, we do. I mean, we briefly touched on EVP by the brilliant Alan Rawlinson.
Yeah.
We've spoken about it the last few weeks. Kids magic, Halloween and Christmas, is going to be Tommy James next week, because that is, other than his generic stuff, he does Christmas and Halloween
Right,
stuff.
Christmas wise, we've got the Christmas 21st Century Phantom cutouts. So we do Santa Claus, we do Rudolph, Elsa, we do the Snowman, a few other ones as well. We also have the slush powder snow stuff. So it's like slush powder, but it's snow. I used to do that quite a bit actually. I get a wine glass, put some water in, have a load in a thumb tip as a king size thumb tip, because you could fit a lot more in it. Hold the glass like that. I'll take the glass into this hand, put this hand over, drop the thumb tip in as the liquid contents of the thumb tip, as I then kind of wave my hand over it, stole the thumb tip, and by the time I put it down, that cup is now overflowing with what looks like snow. So we can always demonstrate it if anyone wants to see it. We can do a live one on here.
Yeah, it's great,
like
that stuff.
So yeah. Anything else Christmas wise?
We've got a nice thing coming from Germany, which is a sort of baffling blocks type routine where you drop Santa into the chimney and then he's all messed up and you drop him in, and
yeah.
that's coming next week again. We've had to place another German order because the stuff we got in was so good. It sold out. So
you could do a Fill Plus routine, couldn't you, with a blank Fill Plus deck and have Christmas characters on it, and Christmas names, and you could finish off with Santa Claus instead of Lucy. So yeah, there's a few options out there.
Using tear pad with.
I've
something
just
like
had
that,
another
Christmas
idea,
paper.
Cash. I was saying about things that are written on the board we need to write down. They should have had the word forks on there. We're going to talk about that in a minute.
I even asked
So,
it.
I asked you
right.
guys several
Melon.
times about that, but
Yeah, okay.
that's what happens when nobody answers me.
If it's on the board.
Theo
put it on
says,
the
what do you
paper.
call a dog magician? A labracadabra.
Labracadabrador.
That is terrible, a labracadabrador. That's terrible. But funny.
That's a good joke.
Alan, EVP is very good. Yes, it is. Right, okay. So, who was asking about the forks?
It was.
I'll think of it in a second.
It's on my computer if you want to go and check, Ash. It's literally on the Facebook messages on my computer.
One of our regulars, forgetting his name. It's in the back of my. I've had so many questions this week. My mind's gone crazy. So
Just go onto the Facebook page, hit inbox, and you'll see it on
yeah.
there.
I'll think of it in a second. Santa baffling blocks based on Jack Hughes' skeleton in the cupboard, says Mark Paul. Mark is our regular encyclopedia of magic,
Yeah,
so
Mark,
thank you, Mark.
Mark's amazing, yeah.
Yeah, thank you for all your wonderful comments on that. We bow to your genius. Absolutely. Right, Darren Snellgar, an old friend from many years ago. Any new releases for Blackpool Magic Convention? I don't know, Darren. I don't know. I've got so many ideas, so many I want to make. I just get no time to make anything. I'm just running around like a blue-ass fly all day, every day. And I have some ideas. Hopefully some of them will be ready in time for Blackpool. But I don't know.
Hopefully the pellets.
It's just so crazy. Maybe the pellets will be ready. Maybe the free card Joe will be ready. Maybe the levitator will be ready.
We've got lots of
Maybe
things
there's
in the
so many
pipeline.
things I'm working on. It's just finding the time to do it all. So right, Max Radden, can you rip a phone book in half, Dave? Yeah, no problem at all, Max. No problem. We got any phone books?
You've ripped them all.
Peter Jackson.
I would, but the phone jocks aren't around anymore. Peter Jackson, of course, it's Peter Jackson. Yeah. So
Lord of the Rings fame.
So yes, not the Peter Jackson, but well, it might
Not
be
the Peter Jackson, yeah.
The Peter Jackson.
He's still pretty good.
Yes, yes. Right, so Peter Jackson. Peter, if you're watching, you're asking about bending forks and the twist of the stem there. If you're not watching, hopefully you'll see this live later on. And Peter's having a few problems doing the twist bend, so I said I'd demo it on the live. I've got a few forks here. So these are easy bend forks. Easy bend forks bend really easy one way like that, but they don't bend back again once you bend them. But the twist part is all on here. So we heat treat this. Let me come closer to the camera. So we heat treat this from about here to about here. So this part here bends really easy like that. Okay, and to do the twist, okay, if I'm starting from here, if you do the twist, you can't just twist it like that. You've got to come down and then come up like this, like that. Okay, so if you pass me a couple of forks there. Above, shelf above.
Oh,
That's there, yeah. So in fast time, you kind of go down and just come up like that, and that's then twisted like that. But it is something you've got to learn and get the practice on it. Okay, so it's come down. Okay, and when you come down, you're not going to try and twist it. You're going to come up the side. Okay, so it's kind of this one goes that way, that one goes this way. So it comes up this way here like this. You see, and when that comes up there like that. That is then the twist and the side, okay? And you can do the same with the prongs. These aren't very easy though. So you can go down there, and if you can go down hard enough, so it's not very easy, but with two hands, if you wanted to do it, just to weird somebody out at a table when they're not looking. These are probably too hard to do that, I think. Yeah, these are too hard. Once you bend them though, that's it. They don't bend back, so I've already softened out. I've already stretched the metal out. But if you've got a soft, easy bend fork to do, you can bend them down, bend them up that way, and they will go. So those are the easy bend forks, and that is how you bend the, it's not the tie and twist, is it? I'm sure Mark Paul will know the name of the twist you use. It's a very common metal bending twist, but yeah, down and then up like that, and it's twisted like that. So that is the move, Peter. I hope that helps you to learn it. I think it is on the liquid metal routine, which I believe you said you had. So yeah, have a look on there.
Mark is basically our equivalent to Susie Dent in Dictionary Corner, isn't she, on Countdown?
Yes,
Just
yes,
like,
Mark is, yeah.
we
Yeah.
need Mark.
Except it's all up there. Yeah,
Mark's.
David Gemmell's like that. And if you ever met David Gemmell, he used to be a member, I think he's still a member of the Portsmouth Magic Circle, even though he lives in Wales now. And David is just the most amazing encyclopedia
wow.
of magic. Yeah,
it's incredible.
You can name a move and he'll tell you what book it's on, what page it's on, and probably what paragraph it's in as well.
That's great.
Yeah, amazing.
Thanks, Mark.
Right, okay, let's move on. Neil Edwards says, what do you call a famous dog? Oh, we said that one already. Paul Spaniels. Oh, right, okay, there's another one.
I like that
God,
one.
like that one. There we
That's
go.
going in tomorrow.
Steve Legg, do you sell plastic playing card cases? They look like regular cardboard standard cases, but just made of plastic for durability. We don't, Steve, no. The only plastic ones we sell are the two-part ones that you put together that Cash is going to throw me right now. I believe there's one just up here, Cash. Just up here.
Ugh.
Up there.
Been a long day. That was a good joke for a long day.
Yes. Sorry, I thought
So
you
yeah,
were
Paul Spaniels.
these are the plastic cases we currently sell for playing cards. They are, if you pass me one of those decks over there,
Yep.
they are perfect size for those. But these are fairly standard. You can pick those up on eBay as well. But we also have these ones which we make ourselves, and these are paper ones. And they are just big enough, say paper, they're cards, sorry. They're just big enough to fit in a full deck of cards, oops, like this. So, oh, that's not full size, yes, it's just about, there you go. Without the cellophane on, they fit in there quite nicely like that. So that's our ones that we do, but they're not very durable, they're not plastic, they won't last forever, but they will keep the cards in better condition. They work better without the cellophane on though. So, that cellophane is too much, it's getting stuck. There you go.
Oh dear.
Okay.
Still love when Paul
I was
Spaniels.
dancing when you were away. Well, I did
what?
say I'd do anything because somebody says, well, dance, so I danced. You missed it.
Okay.
You were downstairs
Oh.
playing around. Oh yeah, we're going to talk about your routine quickly with the slush powder.
Yeah, well, it's not. That's just the problem I've
Right,
got. It's
we
not.
decided we're not going to do it. Do you want to? Can you mention something briefly about what it is?
Well,
without
if you
giving
want to
too much
see it,
away? But yeah, the reason we can't do it is it's not Jason's individual routine. It's a routine that somebody else sells.
yeah.
So therefore, if you do it, you'd be giving away their routine.
Yeah,
which is
no,
poor
no,
marketing.
I can't
So
do
we
that
decided we
because-
can't really do it. But is there anything you can tell them about it?
I can explain the routine.
Explain the routine
Right,
and
so-
then tell them where to see it, and they can go and have a look
Yeah,
at it. 'Cause
I'm
people-
more
they
than
might wanna
I'm
have a look at
happier
it.
to do
Yeah,
that because. Okay, so this has been a routine that's been sold by Practical Magic for as long as I've been doing kids magic, so probably seven or 8 years, probably longer. Again, Mark, Susie Dent will know. So we've got 3 cups. You can show them empty, and you put the cups on the table. And what you're going to do is you're going to add water into one of the cups, and you tell the kids that I'm going to mix the cups around, and then the cup they choose, you're going to pour over your head. So I would mix them all around to music. I'd pour water into this one here. I'd show them, I'd flick water at the kids so they know it's in there, or I'd pour it between the cups so they can see, and then I'd mix them. And then I go, which one do you want? Number 1, number 2, or number 3? The cup they choose, I will pour over my head. But basically with the routine, there's a lot of distracting them, saying, oh look, Father Christmas has arrived, and when they turn around, you switch the cups round. And then you go, okay, this one, fine, we'll pour this one over my head. And sometimes they catch. If they don't, it's hilarious, because the parents will see, and the kids will go, oh my goodness, Grandma's fallen over. And they all go, oh, what? and I go, oh, she's all right, she's all right. She's had a few too many whiskies. But if you want to see the routine done brilliantly, John Kimmons does it amazingly well, if you can see it. On Gary Dunn's Keep 'Em Laughing DVD, I genuinely believe it's one of the finest DVDs of children's magic you can buy.
Gary Dunn what?
Gary Dunn's Keep 'Em Laughing.
Okay.
Gary sells it from Practical. Gary's.
Can we sell it?
Great. I think we have in the past. I don't know if we've got it in now. I need to get Gary to send me some. But if you go onto Practical Magic's website and type in Evaporation Experiment, Jeremy, who is just an idol to me, unfortunately no longer with us, does a brilliant routine on the video, and it's basically the kind of thing I'm talking about now. So if you want to see it, watch their routine. Obviously mine has been adapted for me, and it's what makes me laugh, and it's different to what they do, but I don't feel I can show it to you guys without giving them proper credit. So yeah, please check out Practical Magic's Evaporation Experiment. It's really good.
Okay, right.
All right.
Let's go on. Next questions. Let's go through. We've answered Steve Legg's one. Michael Cooley. Hello again, Michael. Says, have you demo the phantom beads as I have to go to work? Okay.
I can do that quickly, yeah.
Is that what they are? Phantom beads?
Yes. So this is phantom beads, okay?
I haven't seen these. I have no idea what this is or anything about it.
Yeah, again, this is a good trick. Again,
is it a kids one or
it's
adult
kids.
one?
Oh, well, kids, I'd say.
Okay.
Kids magic, yeah. You could do it for adults.
Hurry up, Michael has to go to work.
Sorry, Michael. Right, Dave. I have here a tube of beads. How many beads would you say are in this tube?
Exactly?
No, just have a guess.
10.
Wrong. There are 50 beads in this tube.
There is not 50 beads.
I promise you.
I
I'll prove
guarantee
it.
you
No,
not 50.
well,
No, there's
guarantee
not 50.
it all you like. I will prove it. We have 1. We have 2. What colour would you like next?
Blue.
Fantastic. That's number 3. Now, Dave, this trick was originally shown to me when I was a small boy. Okay. About 25 years ago. That was number 4. 25 years ago it was. 26. Yep. 27. 28.
Hang on a minute. That's not
20.
right.
No, don't interrupt. 29. 30, fantastic, 31, you get the idea. So what you're doing is you can get the kids to put the beads in the tube as well, if they like. You continue going along until you have filled up the tube, and then what we're going to do, this glass is a bit difficult to get them out of, what we're going to do is we're going to try something very, very special indeed. In fact, we are going to try and do some magic. Now, everybody is going to draw a line in the air. Draw a line in the air for me, Dave. Now, do you know what that line is you've drawn?
No.
It is magic string.
Oh.
Take your magic string. Fantastic. And thread it through the top of those beads. Excellent. Fantastic. Do you know any magic words?
Labracadabrador.
Labracadabrador. 1, 2, 3. Labracadabrador. And, oh, the beads come out joined together.
Right, okay.
Pretty much. And that is the effect.
Oh, right, okay.
That's what happens when we go live.
What?
So the idea is that the beads all join together, everyone's happy, you can throw them normally.
Yeah.
That's the first time that's ever gone wrong. You throw them up normally and then you can catch them and the beads are all joined together. And that's phantom
Definitely
beads.
a kid's trick.
Yep.
Or a dog's trick.
Dog's trick.
A Labrador's trick.
Full Spaniels.
Full Spaniels would do it, yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah, it's well made. Nice
I'm more
bits.
interested in this. It's
Good whacking tube.
It looks like it's just a tube, but when you see it closely, it's a very thick, well-made acrylic tube. I think it's beautiful.
Yeah.
That's the maker in me just being impressed with that. Okay.
Thank you.
So, what went wrong on that?
What went wrong with it? I don't know. I think the fact
Does
that I
it attach
used
to
a
the bottom
tiny
one by
glass.
magnets, does it?
Yes, it
Yeah,
drops
okay.
all the way through.
Right.
That is honestly the first and only time that's ever gone wrong.
Because we did that the other day,
Really?
constantly.
We did it, yeah, we did it about 4 times. So,
Okay. Well,
yeah,
there you
what
go.
we do is...
Darren, Michael, so, yeah, There we are.
Have them in there. Drop them in there. Yeah, we'll do it again for you next time.
Right. Hello, Ricky Mark. Hello, Andrew Vaughan. Ricky says, afternoon, chaps. Steve Legg. Okay, thanks. I got them at Blackpool for maybe Mark Paul might know. I can't remember what that was to do with. I'm quite behind on here. Theo says, once upon a time in Mexico. Once upon a time, a Mexican magician performed in a magic show. He counted uno, dos, and disappeared without a trace.
Comedy gold. Alright, just me.
Yes.
Yeah, I got it. No, it was, yeah. It's no proof news.
Mark, laugh out loud. Sorry, that's beat me. We fooled Mark Paul. No, not we fooled. What's it? We stumped Mark Paul. Yes. Luke O'Neill joined. Hello, Luke.
Hi, Luke.
Luke, it's Magic Circle Dealers Day next Saturday. Do you want to work? Luke covers some of the weekends, by the way, so let us know, Mark. Luke. Right, Mark says, highly recommended rapid gel / powder from the School of Busking. We'll check that out. Thank you.
Oh, that's cool. Okay.
Maybe we can make those into tablets. Tan says, hi Dave, when will you have Mind Over Matter by Rick Lax, because the website shows no stock. Right, that's why we couldn't find it then. I'm presuming that's a Penguin product. Rick Lax mainly does Penguin stuff. If it is, we're doing a Penguin order probably Monday, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were going to do one this week.
We've been doing lots of orders, and in answer, we've just done Illusionist, haven't we?
Did you find the My Power deck? We're out of stock of that as well.
I believe so.
Sorry, Tan. When we get them back in stock, my friend, we will show you them then. So yeah, nothing we can do without them.
Stephen Lovering asked about Ping, and again, we're out of stock of that, but we've got that coming with Illusionist.
Okay, yeah, Ping is quite good. We haven't got a demo one on nothing, no?
I've got a demo one.
Ping is really good. The only problem with Ping is the elastic on it tends to break a bit. Now, we've had a few people recently who had the elastic break. If you do have Ping and the elastic breaks, don't throw it away. You want bead elastic, B as in B-E-A-D. It's for making little bracelets. So kids use them for, basically they put all the beads around it kind of like that, and then it stretches to go on the rings, and that's the ideal elastic for using Ping. If you don't know what it is, it's a bit knacky to get your hold of, but so you can do like an invisible miser's dream. So yeah, there's all kinds of things. Yeah. And you can just throw it up and catch. So yeah, it's just a gimmick. It fits in your hand. It palms. It's almost invisible. It's a little knacky to get used to, but once you get it, it sounds beautiful. So you just got this. And if you watch Tobias Dostal actually perform it on his trailers, it is excellent. So yeah, the only thing that goes wrong with it is elastic can break a little every now and again, especially if you've put it away in a cupboard for 2 years and haven't used it, then it just kind of slowly disintegrates. But the elastic is like £1.25 for a like 50-metre reel of it, so you'll never have a problem getting that. And it's quite easy to replace. Okay, what is next? Done that one. Mark Paul, that is based on Tibetan beads sold by Harry Stanley. That's the
Tibetan beads.
Thank you, Mark Paul. You never cease to amaze. Unbelievable. Right, Tan, awesome. Hopefully you'll get a stock and definitely buy some right away. Yeah, we tend to. We don't order regularly like we do from Murphy's Magic, so people like Card Shark, who will be getting Mind Power deck from, because the Mind Power deck in Bicycle is out of stock for about a year. So the Card Shark do the Phoenix version of it. We'll be doing a Phoenix order soon, but we can't do them like weekly. We've got to wait till we're out of stock of a lot of stuff, because it's just not cost effective to buy them in on a regular basis. So, but yeah, we will get a Penguin order and everything fairly soon. Right, what's next?
We've got so much to get through.
Let's do it. What's time?
5 to 5.
Oh yeah, run through quickly. We're
right. Okay.
We can go over time. We're all right.
Should we do the questions on the sheet?
Yeah.
Okay. Adrian Trishan, if roles were reversed and you were watching a Magic Shop live video, what would your question be? And Katie Hall has said, fantastic question.
How do you stop your cameras going funny? How do you get your microphone working all the time? And what kind of software?
How do you get the tricks to go right?
How do we look like Alakazam's? How do we look like Alakazam's amazing setup without spending all the money they did?
Where's the sound? Yeah. Your lives.
Yeah, what would I ask? Just the same stuff you guys are, really. You know, the good thing about us is because we are live, we can just interact with you. You know, other shows, there's some other great shows out there, but you can't always interact if it's a pre-recorded show. So yeah, people like our live show, the Saturn Magic, they do one as well, and it's just good to be able to ask a question, reach across and get an instant answer rather than having to email in and wait for an answer, or if you don't like the answer, you can then ask something else about that product. So yeah, it's all good doing live, and
Anything
we
can
like
happen
doing
on the live as well, can't it?
anything can, and usually does.
And usually does.
Yes.
Sorry, I was doing the questions. What would you recommend to use as a sponge ball holdout? That's from Steve.
I just put sponge balls in my pocket because
Steve-o
I can
Steve.
reach in, and I'll always get one as I'm opening my
Yeah.
hand. So as somebody looks over here, you open a hand, they're going to look here. I just grab another one as I'm doing it. But you can use other things for holdouts. You can use pegs, for example. Just get a normal closed peg. You can just put it under your jacket, and you can just pop one in there. You can just pull them out really easily. You can use a kind of a tube, a bit like the tube you got on there.
Yeah.
You can put one in there, just have it sticking out the end. Bulldog clips are fairly good.
There's
Hair
anything wrong
grips.
with the pocket, is there really?
Yeah, hair grips. So women's hair grips, like crocodile clips, they're quite good, especially the long ones. You get long ones that you can actually bend into shape, so you can kind of bend them to have a bit of a hole in them. So that's my recommendations.
Cool.
Just-
Katie Hall, I'm looking to buy a magic book for my birthday. Good choice, Katie. On the 3rd of next month. Happy birthday for then. I'm going to buy Maximum Entertainment, but I'm also looking at another with tricks in, like Anthony Owen's Secrets or Gary Jones' book. Any suggestions?
Yeah, Anthony Owen's Secrets and the Gary Jones book.
Mark
really
will
good
respond
books. Yeah.
in due course.
Let's have a quick look. Just answer the next question.
A book with tricks in. Book with tricks in. Right, Joel Stone has asked, which coins are the best for effects such as coins across? I'm looking at Steel Morgan dollars. Any suggestions? I think personally, the bigger the coin, the better. Really, you want it to be visual. Obviously, we've talked about no sense quite often. That's quite nice as a sort of 3-fly routine. Guys, any input on coins across? Any input on coins for coins across? Best coins to use?
It's down to personal preference. I mean, usually you want the bigger and
the bigger
as
the
they said
better.
in the question, like the Morgan dollars, they're huge, they're flashy. But
Yeah.
if you feel like they're a bit too big, you can use the Eisenhower dollar. It depends. I mean, myself, I'm brown, so I use like the silvery type coins more than
Yeah.
anything because the color contrast really.
Great for this.
I would say coins across, just use natural coins. If you're British, just use a £2 coin. If you're American, use $half.
Yeah.
If you want to use $half, find an excuse to use them. But that's
I'd use
down to
coins.
personal
I'd
preference.
try and borrow the coins.
or
can you, as
poker
well?
chips. Yeah. So, right, Katie, some recommendations here for you. So,
This is a great book.
yeah, they're all great books. Yeah, Show Doctor by Jeff McBride. It goes really well with
Maximum
Maximum Entertainment. Jeff is just a master, and all his teachings are in here. Brilliant. The Complete Course of Magic by Mark Wilson. It's like a mini version of Tarbell. I mean, Tarbell's a great one. Start collecting the versions of Tarbell.
Yeah.
But the Complete Course of Magic is like a mini version of Tarbell. There is so much amazing stuff in here. And the other one is The Genius of Robert Harben. It's a beautiful book. It's got loads of stuff in it. It's a bit more old-fashioned, but yeah, it's just some great stuff in here, and it's a lovely collector's piece as well. It looks beautiful. It's a lovely hardback cover, and I've read it, and it's just got some great stuff in it. So a couple of recommendations for you, and it's not too bad. That's $28.99. I'm not sure the other ones, but have a look on the website. They're not expensive ones.
If you're wanting to get into kids magic as well, anything by David Kay.
Yes.
Billy.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Cool. That sheet done. Okay. Ottar, I'm looking for a chop cup, as big as
Ooh.
possible, while still looking nice and proper. Can you show off any favourites that you have in stock?
Right.
Cash has.
Big as possible is the
Made a
chalice
display.
one. I personally don't like it. It looks okay. It looks quite magical. Not really my cup of tea, but you can use that. We got the PFD chop cup, which is very nice. We spoke about the cups and balls. We looked at the ACAB ones and the PFD ones. The ACAB ones are nicer, but it's a full set of cups and balls. Where the PFD chop cup, it's a beautiful one. It's copper. It's got a lovely weight to it. It feels nice. Highly recommended.
And it matches your cups and balls, doesn't it?
Yeah, we do a bigger one. We do the busking cups and balls. It's like an aluminium set, but it's really big and it's not that nice looking, really. Then we have the this
Harmonica.
Really, yeah, harmonica. It's heavy. I mean, this is steel and this is It's way heavier than both of these together. It is a heavy cup, and it does collapse down your pocket like that. So you can put it in your pocket, bring it out, and it's very well made, but it's very pricey. I think it's well over £100.
Around 98 on our site.
Yeah, can we talk about this? Because we often get people asking about this, don't we, in terms of how it's made?
Yeah.
Because people buy the wrong balls, don't they?
Yeah, so chop cups are either magnetic shim or metallic shim. And then you get magnetic balls or metallic balls. So usually, if you have a magnetic shim, like this is a magnetic shim in there, that will go with a metallic ball. Okay. If you have like a metallic cup like this, you'll go with a magnetic ball. If you put a metallic ball in here, it ain't gonna stick. If you put a magnetic ball in here, it's gonna stick, but you won't get it out. It'll be really strong. So those are the differences on it. So some people go and buy this, don't like the balls with it, go and buy another ball to fit it magnetic and can't work out why it won't work. So yeah, each chop cup and each ball is different depending on which one you buy. And then of course you've got David Penn's amazing chopped glass over here, which is a cover.
Well, Alan Hudson's chopped glass technically, but
Alan Hudson.
well, yeah, well, Alan Hudson, who was the idea behind it, but released by David Penn and made famous by David Penn at World Magic Shop. Is it still going through World Magic? Yeah, still by World Magic Shop product. And yeah, it's basically a wine glass that you put a cover over, and that cover does have a magnet in, so you can just borrow a wine glass on the table, wrap it around, you've got an instant chop cup, if you like, that's a little bit more natural and organic. So hopefully Ultra that will help you a bit. This is just the ones we stock though. There are loads of other ones out there. We just stock the ones that we really like. There are the Bizarre Mackie ones, which are quite nice, a bit more of a budget version. If I had to go with any of them, I'd go with the PFD chop cup, by far the nicest.
is that on the site now, Cash?
That's on the site now, yeah.
We've had that in for 6 months and not have it on the website.
Yeah,
and there are of course other Magic Shop sell other ones as well. Brett Sherwood does the most amazing chop cups, and I think he does chop cups as well, but they are ridiculously expensive, but they are beautiful. He does them in all kinds, very ornately engraved, and he does gold and silver ones too.
Michael Brymer, what in your opinion is the best, easiest to read marked deck that doesn't require a set of welder's glasses to see the markings? Well, I can answer that for you because I can't see any of them.
Heard nothing since the DMC guys. Still no sound, yeah.
Still nothing. What the hell is going on?
Still nothing. Shane Surra can hear us. Back on. We're back on.
Right, okay.
Weird.
Guys, we don't know what's happening. We think it's a new Apple update. It's just screwing with everything. Everything was working normally. Everything was fine, but yeah. So yeah, apologies for that.
So sorry, yeah, we were just talking about some new cards that come in, so I'll go over them briefly again for you. So we've got the Radical 80s, which is obviously a neon 80s retro deck of cards.
You have to speak up because we haven't got the microphone now.
Yeah, cassette.
Speak up!
Cassette.
Nice and loud!
Deck. That's good. I can project. I'm a singer and a teacher. This is a skull deck for Halloween. We've got a few for Halloween. We've got zombies and yeah, really cool. People are asking about Halloween decks. And finally, we've got the monsters as well. Now, this is a brand new deck of cards called Visualies. Now, people have been ringing up asking us if we sell the companion deck for this, thinking that
There is no companion.
there is a deck of cards with a standard back of these. That is not the case. This is a 52 card deck that is a whole deck system, so you can do a variety of different tricks using this deck of cards. So if you watch the video, he has one complete deck stacked in a certain way that he can manipulate and make all sorts of visual effects happen.
Okay.
Using
Have
this.
we got an open deck?
We do, Cash.
We
has
do
got
indeed.
it.
In fact,
And I
let's
think
have a look.
Cash has picked something up, but the gaffs you get in it are amazing.
Right. Cash, do you know what they are? Can you?
I've had a look at the video. I've watched a
coming
bit
in.
of the tutorial, and I just went. You know, we were so swamped in the store today. I didn't have time to actually do anything with it. Now, the first thing you'll notice is we've got the Omni deck looking kind of cover on there. It's actually quite cool, really. I mean, if you simply just hold it in your hand, you get the full picture, really. The fun bit is, even though you can see straight through, you can actually pop it.
Make sure they see the deck fully because you're handling it very quickly. Don't forget we've got really low resolution on this image here. But yeah, go on.
That's fine. That's fine. I'll go slow.
Yeah.
I'll go slow. You get stuff like that. It's quite cool. I mean,
I keep your hands in one place as well so we can see.
oh yeah.
I'm trying to zoom in. Where are you going to be up here?
I could be there. Yeah. Yeah. Say if we take the Queen, it's a whole bunch of gaff cards. I mean, you could shake, get rid of the clothes. It's quite fun.
Yeah. Let me come in on that. That's it. We need a bit to see this. Okay. Yeah.
It's quite cool.
Leaves their clothes
Anything else?
behind.
Anything else?
Oh, loads of things.
There's loads of different tricks. It's just a case of how we didn't have much time to actually go through it all and play with it entirely. But literally, that's just from watching the video for 5-10 minutes. Straight off the bat, I picked that up.
I'm guessing from it is you get a huge sequence of cards, a huge sequence that you can do with a whole deck of cards, be it turning them over, upside down. You've got making things disappear. You've got the deck disappear. You've got coins that come out of it. You've got cards that you can twist and then have the twisted card appear.
Precisely, yeah. You've got
all sorts of stuff. The best thing to do, the videos are amazing on the website. If you check out the 2 videos, there's a performance and then there's a general sort of gaff demonstration. But the full performance of what you can do with that is stunning. It's really good.
Check out the trailer.
Check out the trailer because I
really good. But yeah,
doubt I do it justice with that.
We sold a few of them. We've got a few left, but I think they'll be really popular for the right people. Yeah, nice deck of cards. Okay, cool.
Okay, I'm going to go back up as well. Sound died again. Oh, I've missed some of the questions up there. Damn it, I can't go back up again. This system really annoys me. I hate Facebook. I can't scroll back up to some of the earlier comments on here, guys. So I can't go back through some of the other things.
Well, we've had a question from Adam Bonus asking, or Bowness, what would we keep in our emergency show kit if we had one?
See, emergency show kit goes back to that little tin, that little marine tin that you keep as an emergency flight.
Well, what would you keep in it?
It would have to be
Thumb tip's a great shout.
thumb tip. I try and put in a little bit of flash paper or string in there because I like fire.
I mean, for me, probably we've talked about it already. Slush powder is key, and a hanky. And
a ring light.
Right, yeah, guys, unfortunately, I can't scroll back up any further than when you said the sound's gone, so I've missed a whole lot of questions. I'm really sorry. I'll find them when I'm back home tonight. I'll go through the video again and I'll find the questions you've asked and I'll try and type answers to you all as well. But yeah, I've literally... Ottar was the last person that said sound died again, and it won't allow me to scroll back up past answer any questions. I hate this Facebook thing. Oh,
I blame Jace's phone.
Okay, very quickly, guys, what I'm going to show you as well, because we're going to finish up fairly soon anyway. I've done a lot of lecturing on thumb tips in the past, a long time ago, 15-20 years ago, and I know my way around thumb tips quite well, and I get a lot of people asking if we do coloured thumb tips for black people or Asian coloured. And I've always said you don't need them. You can, all my demonstrations and my lectures were done with like brightly coloured thumb tips for using electrical yellow and green tape. But we still got a lot of people asking, and I did try and colour some thumb tips a couple of times years ago, but the paint just flaked off and it was terrible. But now we are based fairly near Hounslow, and Hounslow is a very big Asian community, so we do get a lot of Asian magicians in, and they all keep asking they want coloured thumb tips again. So I re-looked at it a few weeks ago, and I have finally cracked a method of colouring thumb tips. So you won't find coloured thumb tips anywhere because it's not cost effective to mass produce them, because you've got to make 2,000 or 3,000 of them to do it, and there's not that many Asian uncoloured performers out there. So painting is the only way. The problem is when you paint a thumb tip, it scratches off really easy. I mean, it'll last 5 minutes, and if you ever tried it, you'll know what it is. But I have found a really special paint that will allow you, with a certain technique, to paint on injection molded materials, and hence we now have the ability to colour thumb tips. So I'm going to come a bit closer now. So this is a regular Vernay thumb tip. This has been coloured in a dark, Negro colour, but we do an Asian colour as well. So we've got 2 colours, this dark black colour and a kind of a half between Caucasian and Asian. And look, it won't scratch off. It is on there, you can bend it, it's completely flexible, it isn't going to come off at all. Look, you can scratch on there. Now eventually, I mean, if I get a knife to it and scratch it, it probably will come off, but that's more the plastic coming off than anything else. But it's very, very flexible, you can bend it. This is just an old thumb tip, don't worry about the crack in it, that's just because I used an old dodgy thumb tip to play with. This is the very first one, but it works, okay? So we now have the ability to colour a thumb tip. So instead of saying we'll get some little tips made, some fingertips, some Vernay soft, some Vernay king size, some Vernay whatever extra long, we don't need to now, we can just colour them to order. So we'll be putting these on the website fairly soon. Price wise, I'm going to have to work out, it takes about half an hour to get it coloured, so it will cost a little bit more, but we have the ability to now do that. And as I said, we'll make them just to order. So if you want, say, an extra large one, we'll just colour an extra large one. We won't colour a load in advance. And then if people do want random colour ones, if for whatever reason you want a pink one, maybe we can use the same colour to do it pink, or if you want a kind of mid-tone one, we can definitely do that as well. So just to let you know, that is now available, and I think we're the only people in the world doing it. I've never been able to find anyone doing it anywhere else in the world. So a PropDog first, and we're very happy, and I just wanted to show that to you guys, so I hope you like them.
We'll have a B&Q colour chart on the wall for you.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. Faye Presto famously uses her chrome lipstick cover as a substitute for thumbs. Yes, she does, yeah, and gets away with it very easily. So, there we go. Speak Up Jason says Ottar. Anthony Povey says, project that voice. You need to project your work from the diaphragm and project that voice out. I think, is that right?
Something like that, yeah.
Okay, guys, right, so I think that's about it now. We've done all the questions, have we?
No.
Oh, let's do the questions quickly. We can't not answer the questions.
Yeah, Walter, as always, says, hope you have a good day and a weekend. Thank you, Walter. Same to you. David West, where is the best place to buy Phoenix decks in bulk?
Card Shot Direct.
Okay.
Yeah, go for them direct.
How silent is the RD regular cube and does it move well? I was hoping you guys could dem it in the show for me. Have we got one, Cash?
We should do.
Stephen Lovering, are we getting ping back? Yes, it's coming with the Illusionist order. Ottar, it will be fun to see Mila present some of her sponge creations on stream sometime. Good luck with that, Ottar.
Not going to happen. She just doesn't like anything to do with the magic like that. She will just show you what she makes, but she won't do any demming. Although she did Newsflash once about 3 years ago. It took about 2 or 3 months to learn that, but she did do it.
These Rubik's RD cubes are very cool. They're nice, they're smooth. They are. People ask us about these all the time. I don't know what the sort of misconception is. It is a Rubik's cube. It's just a standard cube, but it's been made in such a way that it's nice to twist. It's relatively silent. I mean, no cube's ever going to be silent, but it's. You're right.
Oh yeah, we've still got that there.
Brian says, why is Dave up on the top shelf? I didn't realise I was about to work.
I didn't realise we stuck it up there. But yeah, Dave's up there. But the RD Cube is brilliant for anything Rubik's Dream related. That's what it's made for. It's designed for use with all of Henry Harris's products.
It's not silent, but it's really quiet, isn't it?
Yeah,
really
and it's
quiet.
nice.
And it's smooth. It's really smooth, yeah. So,
it's a good cube.
Jake Allen says, you guys are great with customer service and producing brilliant products, but you can't keep a microphone working. Don't blame us, blame Apple. That's got to be Apple.
My phone has been useless this week.
It wasn't moved, it wasn't budged, it was just there and it just stopped working. So not our fault, yeah.
Shaky video.
Yeah, my phone's been useless as well. It's just a nightmare. This bloody Apple. I'm sure they do it, so you've got to buy a new phone, I think.
Yeah, well, yeah, all right. Not gonna happen. Graham Tierney, do you think brick and mortar shops like ours will be around in the future, 10 years or so, with internet technology?
No. We are struggling now. I mean, we are really, really struggling. I mean, it costs so much to run a shop, and the profit margin is so little. I mean, we make 10% profit from Murphy's Magic product. So if it's £100, by the time we paid all the overheads running a shop and all the staff, if they still, we make around £10. More often than not, customers will come in the shop, and if they spend more than an hour in the shop, we're losing money. So if I'm going to pay somebody £10 an hour to demonstrate something, unless they walk out spending £100, we're going to lose money. And many people do. They come in 4 or 5 hours, £40, £50 of staff wages. They'll buy maybe £30 worth of stuff, £3 profit. You can't keep going. The only way we manage to survive is because we've got our own products, the JOL range and the other bits and bobs we sell. That's why we're still in business. It's going down, and we can't compete with the likes of Saturn Magic who run a business from their home. They have no overheads. They don't have to worry about terrorism insurance and business rates and fire safety, health and safety checks, all the other things we have to do, which just cost so much money that, you know, we can't compete with them. They're making a profit, we're making a loss. So will it be around in the future? No. We're only in business because we've got to make a lot of our own stuff, which keeps the business going, especially being in London. But it may come to a stage in the future where we'll have to go, you know, change just to go internet only and just close down the whole shop side and move outside of London just where it's cheaper. It's just ridiculous. So will they be around? Unlikely. No. Who asked that? Graham Turney. Okay, yeah. So no, I really don't think they will. It's a shame because, you know, I mean, look at Davenport's and International Magic. They're going downhill now. There's very few brick and mortar shops around now. Yeah, it's a sad thing, but that's just the way of life these days. Things are changing.
Support the ones you like.
Right, guys, so that's it for this week. Again, any questions you did ask, I didn't get back to you. I'll answer them tonight when I go home. And thank you for joining us. Thank you for putting up with the technical problems. We'll have to do some kind of test video during the week to test things out and see what's going on with the stamp system. But yeah, and Rick Egdil, if you're still watching, mate, yeah, come on in at some point when you get a moment, and we'll see if you can help us get all this set up and do something different as well. Maybe stop using a phone and start using a physical camera and finding a way to link that to the internet rather than a phone, but it's just going to go phone.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah,
we'll find a way. Right, guys.
Have a good weekend.
Have a good weekend. See you all later, and thank you again.
Au revoir.
And somebody else answered the question. Yeah, as well. Yeah.